Hey everyone, thanks for choosing this podcast. We're your hosts, Em and Kate. Come and join us to chat about everything related to healing and so much more. Welcome everyone. This is episode 21. Yay! I know we didn't say anything for episode 20, but we're 21 and we are really able to drink now. Just kidding. Um, but we are,
Process.
yeah, we're continuing our self-care series. And yeah, today we're going to chat about anything that's currently on our list of self-care.
Welcome, everybody. And we hope that you find this useful in one way or another. And if anything, maybe serve as a reminder to take care of yourself because you deserve it. And before we get started, we're just going to do like quick check ins with one another. How's it going? How's your week been?
It's been doing pretty good. Yesterday I had like this terrible headache going on, but I'm doing much better. I'm assuming it was just like a tension headache. I don't know, or maybe I was just like too much on my screen. Who knows? But now I don't have it. Anyways, but how are you? How was your week?
Week was pretty busy in terms of, well, honestly, in all aspects, it was very busy. And today I took the day off and the plan was to chill, record a podcast episode, and honestly, very on brand with the topic today. It's been enjoyable. If only I could not work for always, not at the job that I have anyways. Like I want to contribute to the world, just not in the job that I have right now. And with that said, we are going to go ahead and get started and chat about our current self care. Not to be repetitive, but yes, a little repetitive. And do you want to kick it off? How are you taking care of yourself these days?
Yeah. Um, Before I want to preface that we kind of brainstormed a little bit on how we wanted to present our self care, and we kind of like came up with like a little list of just like general ideas. But I think the one that's on the top of my list so far is about romanticizing my life.
Love that.
Yeah, I think I don't know, something about like making everything just cutesy and well, I don't want to say cutesy, but like just, like, fill it with all the things that I like, maybe take my time to, like, make my morning beverage or set up this and that. I think it's just something that relaxes me and makes me happy. So, yeah, I think in general, romanticizing my life. What about you? Does that resonate with you?
Somewhat. I feel like I do it more in my head though. I'll create scenarios where maybe I am just in the kitchen, like, I don't know, heating up tea for myself. But then I'll imagine like there's a whole production around it, but not literal producers and cameras. I'll have music going in the background, and in my head, I'm just imagining this is like a movie, but the movie's about it's a really slow movie. It's just about day to day. And I just try to fill myself up with feelings of peace. And I don't know, that's the closest that I can relate to that. I feel like. Is that it? Am I doing that right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's no right or wrong. But, yeah, like you said, imagining if it was some sort of movie or if it had a soundtrack in the background,
Mhm.
I think that's pretty cool to do. Is that not healthy? Who knows? But it definitely makes my life easier.
Yeah, it kind of makes me feel like a main character, and people are all like,
Yeah,
you
that's
need to
true.
be the main character of your life. So that's how I feel
Exactly.
and like
Mhm.
intentionally try to think of it that way.
Yeah. What about for you? What do you have on your list?
For me, I don't have an order like top, but I would say that one routine that I have been pretty consistent with for a long time is skincare
Mhm.
and particularly face. I've been doing better with the rest of my body, but face and neck, that's the area most people see and that we see most
Yeah,
often ourselves
that's
too.
true. Mhm.
Yeah, so, like, just making sure that I'm moisturizing, that I'm applying the oils that work for me, and I've switched skincare over the years, but I for me, it's fun, it's peaceful, and it's kind of it has taught me patience, I would say, over time because, you're not gonna see long-lasting results immediately with when you start a skincare routine unless you're going, like, to get a laser or I don't know,
Yeah.
something
Mhm.
to that extent. What about you, I know you're also a skincare girly.
Yeah, well, I mean, I try to be, and that's actually one of the items on my list as well. I like taking care of, like, my body, whatever that entails physically. Um, but I think I actually got more consistent with my skincare a couple of years back. One, because I had more time to do it, right? I could focus solely on, like, actually doing it. And 2, because, growing up money's, right? I was able to
Mm.
afford all that, the stuff that I wanted. Do you have anything that you wanna share with our listeners that is, like, your tried and true? Because I have a couple here that I'd like to show you.
Yes, definitely. And yes, guys, we did pre-plan this. Obviously, we don't just have our skincare
Yeah.
all the time ready to pop off and show. But um anyways, I just wanted to make that disclaimer because sometimes I feel like it can when people show you product, it's like, "Oh, yeah, and here it is." They just
Yeah,
show you
magically
that door.
appearing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's cool and all, right? That has a purpose, but I don't know, that didn't feel real to me, so I'm saying it out loud. Um, so for me, definitely affordable and clean skincare is a big thing for me, and it hasn't always been that way, it's just something that naturally happened over the years. But a brand that I absolutely love and I would recommend to almost everyone, depending on your concerns, is a brand called Cocokind. Um, I use quite a few of their products, and I think, we're gonna try to, like, record the products and maybe we'll get courageous and put it on social media.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first one, it's an eye cream. This is newer of them, and it's called the Peptide Fine Line Eye Gel. Love this product. I've always struggled with finding a good eye cream that was hydrating enough for me. This one does the trick. Anyway, what about you?
Okay, for my skincare, I obviously like clean, affordable, and, something that actually works. Sometimes there's a bunch of clean products out there, but they don't do shit. So, I think the one that has stuck mostly I've been using it for a minute now, has been Good Molecules. What is it called? Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. And
Wake
I
up eye
like to
gel.
Yeah. It says, "Reduces signs of puffiness and plump the appearance of fine line." I like it because it's very moisturizing, and I like to put this underneath, like, any eye cream or something like that. So that's been pretty tried and true.
Ooh, okay. I have heard of that brand, Good Molecules. I did try, um, a product of theirs, and I did like it, and it lasted a long time. I tried a hyaluronic acid, I think I'm pronouncing that
Oh,
wrong.
yeah, I use that one as well on my daily basis, and I like actually combining that one with, regular lotion for my body as well. I think it actually works pretty good. Yeah. Mhm. I know that I mentioned this in previous episodes, but if you're looking for a body oil, this
Oh
is
my
okay.
god, yes,
Remember
body oil.
the body oil?
Yes,
Yeah. No?
show.
Okay. It's this one, it's called Trader Joe's Lemongrass Coconut Body Oil with almonds and jojoba oils. Oh my god, this is so good, and it keeps you moisturized. It's very lightweight. I don't know, for people that have, like, sensory issues, like me, I hate sometimes the way things feel on my body. This one has passed that test. So, yeah, definitely suggest it to you guys.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go and get that one.
Yeah.
And then another one as far as, like, moisturizing, so for all my more prone to dry skin girls out there, I absolutely love so another Cocokind product. I think they are the only products that I have been using for the past let me think about this, probably, like, 2 years now, but before them, I would alternate. But anyways, it's called the Resurrection Polypeptide Cream, and it looks like that, and it is super, super moisturizing. You will put this at night, and you will wake up a lot glowy, dewy, and a year
Wait,
younger. Uh,
is that, like, body lotion or is it just, like, face cream?
it's for face, but honestly, if they would make this into bigger packaging, I would put it on my body. Also, I should mention because you did highlight that efficacy is big and they're big on spending more money into the making of their product and ingredients versus packaging. So a lot of their packaging is not, it's pretty basic, and they've said that in one way or another. But again, they make it very clear. Do you guys want us to spend money on ingredients and quality of the product or the packaging, which you're gonna end up
Yeah.
throwing away anyway?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
What about you? Do you have a moisturizer for your face that you
I
love?
do well, I don't have, like, a tried and true yet because I haven't found one. But I do have something that I've been using lately. Remember you said that you were using wash and stuff?
Mhm.
Well, I've been doing this. It's called Freeze Tag Ice Roller by Chasin Rabbits. It's a Korean brand, and I like doing this before applying any products, obviously doing the whole lymphatic drainage and stuff.
Love that. Just like a professional YouTuber will say, we'll link all the products below.
Yeah,
So staying on the moisturizer train, I'll just quickly go over like two products I also use for moisturizing. And this one is a mask. It's called Chia Bounce Mask, and Cocokind makes it too. However, they discontinued making this, and I don't know why because I freaking love this. I will layer this on top of my moisturizer at night when I feel extra dry. I would do it every night, but because I can't rebuy this, I am making this work for me as long as possible.
yeah. Wait, are you sure they didn't rebrand it though? Do you know how sometimes they what do you call it? Like they change the formula a bit and then they rebrand it to be something else, or they cut it cold turkey.
They stopped it. I have looked on their website. I've looked at all of their products. They don't make this anymore.
Wow.
I
They're
don't
like,
know
"Mm,
why.
it's probably like a not a big seller. Maybe that's why they discontinued it."
Well, then I would say to them, you didn't advertise well enough because this is really good. Anyways, and then really quickly, I just started trying this, which is a chia face oil from them. And I really like it. Literally, it's been 2 weeks that I've been using this, but it's winter, so it's just that extra moisture that I need.
Nice. That is awesome. So drifting a little bit from hair and body self-care stuff, the other thing that I have on my list is setting myself up on the couch in a nest with all my favorite foods around me to watch something and then grab snacks and stuff or get a beverage.
That sounds amazing. I haven't, but I have seen people do that. Sometimes I'll watch on social media people saying getting ready for a movie night in, and they'll get all their snacks, blankets, and I always wanna do that, but I just never have. I just normally end up on the couch and whatever shape I am at the moment, and that's it. But I that sounds great, and I need to add that actually.
Yeah, definitely recommend to you, to the listeners, make yourself a little nest on your couch with as many blankets and pillows as you can. Watch something.
Love that. But along with what you said about comfort, I kind of have a similar one.
Okay.
Need a little more comfort because I'm maybe feeling anxious or overwhelmed. So I kind of just need a good distraction. Then I go to my comfort shows and I sit down, not with a blanket or any kind of nest. I need to add that though. That sounds so amazing. But and I'll just watch my comfort shows, which if anybody cares to know, it's The Office, Kim's Convenience, like, those 2 have been on repeat for the past, what, like, 4 years? And then, like, a newer show that I discovered that is now a comfort show is Gilmore Girls, but only season 1 and 2, okay? The rest for me are not comfort, they just get me pissed off.
Yeah. But also, like, on that media sort of vibe, I know that you mentioned that you love music. Is there any, like, music that brings you comfort or that you like to add to your self-care routine?
Yeah, this is actually one of the items on my self-care routine. If I am feeling overwhelmed, go to music. If I'm feeling like I need to release emotions, I go to music. And I mean, there are different artists and different playlists that I have and created for my mood and vibe.
Mhm.
But I do think even when we're talking about, like, romanticizing our lives, when I do that, I like to play music because that makes it feel more like I'm in a movie and the movie's my life.
Yeah. No, I definitely relate to you because I think that's the reason why I like a lot of classical music or themed music because it's like, "Oh, I think this one would go really good with what I'm feeling right now." And playing it, you're just, like, making it seem like it's a movie. Is this not healthy? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Hey, you know what? If it makes you feel better, or if it causes you to release feelings or feel your feelings, you know what? Why not? Sometimes I do think, is it a little maybe weird, but weird is good, right?
Yeah. Weird is good.
Yes, and along with that, there is this movie called Amelie.
Oh, I
Have you seen
love
it? You know that
Amelie, yeah. That's, like, one of my
Yeah,
favorite movies of all time as well.
same, same, and the soundtrack is amazing.
Yeah. Ugh,
It
when
did
I was,
not
like this is story time, but when I was younger, as in, like, I think this when did this movie come out? I don't know, but I think I was in high school when this movie came out, and I was obsessed, obsessed. If right now I romanticize my life, during that time, I was like, "Oh my gosh, look at me," "I'm living the dream,"
Yeah.
sort of thing. It's insane. I was delusional, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, and I would love to hear why was your favorite movie, but for me, it's because she was this what, in her late 20s, maybe early 30s? It was the first time that I saw on screen a main character be quiet, shy, we can even say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, be more introspective and, like, enjoy the small moments in her life, but she was also,
Mhm,
like, very closed off, wanting more, but being afraid to get it, and I mean, the soundtrack just added to that, right? So, even now, sometimes when I feel like I wanna remind myself that I am the main character in my life, I will play
mhm.
that the music, I think when she's riding
Like the
her
main theme?
bike? Yeah, like the one with the accordion, it just makes life
Yeah.
so much more
Whimsical.
romantic and fun and exciting. Whimsical, there you go, whimsical.
Definitely. She's an inspiring character. Just overall, the movie, I mean, it's such a great theme to talk about, like, the little things in life, and if you think about it, those can be those little things in life that helps you in your self-care journey or your healing journey in general, like you mentioned. Also, I've used some of the songs from the soundtrack to play it when I go on walks. It's such a, like, grounding experience to have that music in the background.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna do that. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, you should definitely try it. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, another self-care item on my list, I think it's on your list too, but it's basically exercise, right? I mean, I know we talked
Mhm.
briefly about walking and stuff, but for me, it's walking, stretching, and compound movements.
That's awesome. I think I align with you on that very much in regards to the working out, stretching in the morning. I've recently, probably in the last month, started making a rule for myself that when I get up, I am not gonna sit down for at least 30 minutes because I realized that I was doing that, like waking up maybe 5, 10 minutes later, sitting down, and then realizing, wait, my body has just been laying down for X amount of hours. It probably does not need to be sitting and it just needs to be moving. And I think it's just kind of helpful for like start off the day with some movement is always good. But it has not always been the case. Okay. I like really started working out pretty consistently in the past year. And before that it was like on and off. But I am glad that I decided to stick to it because I just feel better at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know everyone tries to like stuff that down your throat that, you need to exercise, you need to exercise. But I mean, in reality, you actually do need to exercise because it makes you feel good at the end of the day. It really helps the endorphins and just makes everything move around in your body. And it's not like you have to do extreme exercise, but just like you said, moving 30 minutes when you wake up, boom, you'll feel much better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're probably going to start wrapping it up now. I know that self-care is such a broad topic and we definitely have a lot more self-care items on our list, but this is only the surface of it and everyone is complex and we have so many things going on. So, how can we just pinpoint everything into one episode? You can't.
Right. So yeah, guys, let us know, what are you guys doing for self-care? If you have any suggestions, tips, anything related to self-care, or honestly, absolutely anything, let us know.
Yeah, and next Thursday, we are going to continue our series on self care, but this time it's challenge time. Um, we we don't know what our challenges are going to be about, obviously. So I think with this episode, we're going to open a poll. So keep an eye on that for next episode.
Yeah, related to self.
Yeah,
Mhm.
related to self care.
So thank you all for listening. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and don't forget we're rooting for you. Bye.